I just wanna live in bliss. Baby, can you grab this wish? You're the piece that might just fit in my puzzle that's in bits. You be looking over like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple, guess it's free.
Hello everyone, good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sophia and I'm making videos about exploring the world and living in new interesting places. In this video, we are in Bali, Indonesia. This is quite a jump from where I was before in Istanbul and visiting Georgia. So I was in Europe and now I'm in Asia for the very first time in my life. I'm going to be spending the remainder of the summer here in Bali, Indonesia, and right now I'm staying in a town called Ubud. In Bali, the temperature is high and the humidity even higher. Every day the humidity is anywhere from 98 to 100%, and as you can imagine, that is a very strange feeling. When I first got here, I kind of noticed that everything feels slightly damp to the touch. Like if I touch this blanket, I don't notice it anymore, but when I first got here, it felt wet. I've gotten used to it now. I don't notice it, but that is something I definitely noticed instantly when coming here. And there's also a lot of really fascinating local culture and religion, which we're gonna dive a bit deeper into later in this video series. So while I'm staying in Ubud, I'm gonna be here for another week or two. I'm going to be going out and exploring this part of Bali. So on the agenda today, we're going to be hiring a driver and driving up to a couple waterfalls, a really famous rice terrace, and maybe some other things along the way. I'm really excited to show you guys local Indonesian food and Balinese food. I'm excited to show you bits of the Balinese religion. So let's get started on the adventure of today, and I'll talk to you guys a bit later. So the first stop for today is Nungnung Waterfall. It's about an hour's drive north of Ubud, and entry per person is 15,000 rupiah. So that's about $1 USD per person. And right now we're walking down a really steep trail to get down to the bottom of the waterfall, and I can slowly start to hear it in the distance. So let's go check it out and see what it looks like. Okay, so Nungnung Waterfall was absolutely amazing, but it was such a trek to get down to it. We walked maybe a kilometer, but this kilometer was straight down. So there were a lot of steps. Most of them were super steep. So going down was fine, but coming back up was a little bit of a mission. But oh my goodness, it was so beautiful. Right now we are at a rice terrace and we're here in beautiful golden hour, but unfortunately the rice harvest just happened. Indonesia is a rice country, and so throughout the year rice is grown. Now the rice is gone, but it's still really pretty. So let's go take a look. Hello everyone, it is a new day today here in Bali. So we are completely surrounded by rice fields around here, and they are incredibly beautiful early in the morning and during sunset. So that is what I wanted to do with you guys first thing this morning, is just go for a little walk and show you guys just how amazing and alive these rice fields are. And then after that, we'll just see where the day takes us. Okay, so our little walk is finished now. We have quite a bit of free time. So what I think we're gonna do, I think we're going to walk and get lunch at one of my favorite cafes here in Ubud and get some traditional Indonesian food. After that, I want to walk into the Ubud city center and take a look at some temples because I haven't done that yet. And then maybe, just maybe, go check out the monkey forest. I'm not a fan of monkeys, but I think it could be an interesting thing to do. So let's go. Okay, so that was just a stop at one of my favorite cafes in the little village we're staying in. Ubud is actually a town that's comprised of many small villages, and the one we're staying in is called Panastanan Village, and the best cafe there, in my opinion, is Yellow Flower Cafe. It's hidden down a really cute quiet path, only accessible by foot, and you walk along a quiet little stream and you see flowers all the way down, and they make really good food there, so I highly recommend checking it out. I got a dish called nasi campur, which is a traditional Indonesian style dish. Now I'm going to be walking into the main busy area of Ubud, and we're going to be going to a temple there.
Sitting by the fireside, really feeling that I like every little time that I get a chance to close my eyes. If you're gonna make it soon, maybe we could get our room, but I need some rest from gloom, otherwise I feel I'm doomed. You be looking over like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple, guess it's free.
Little check-in. We ended up walking into Ubud, and Ubud is a very chaotic place. In Indonesia, the main form of transportation is scooter, and there's scooters everywhere. I thought I knew crazy drivers from my time spent living in Istanbul, but in Bali it is truly something else, and from what I've heard, Bali isn't even the most chaotic place in the world with scooters. If you go to Thailand or Vietnam, it's much more intense. So we ended up walking through Ubud, and we went to the temple, and we looked at a couple other things along the way. We were kind of just meandering, looking at some really nice things, and we ended up walking past an art museum, and I am absolutely a sucker for anything related to art, so we bought tickets. I forget what this is called, but I'm gonna insert the name of the place right here. Our tickets were 85,000 rupiah each, and that includes access to the full facility. It's a bunch of pavilions in this really beautiful garden that I'll show you a little bit later, and you also get tea included with it. And yeah, it's really nice, although the gallery space is very dark.
Maybe take a picture, take a couple, guess it's free. I don't wanna give another guarantee. Look me in the eyes right now, run away with me, or to a place that you thought you never really see. Keep be looking funny when you're living so free. But all I ever was, afraid to take the plunge. I heard too many things, I prayed that they were wrong. But I'm still happy now, just think of what could be. If I was still around, the schedules were free. I'm missing the seas I'd swing when I used to truly bring everything I had to bring. I'd given everything. I just wanna live in bliss. Baby, can you grant this wish? You're the piece that might just fit in my puzzle that's in bits. You be looking over like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple, guess free.
Okay, so I realized I didn't fully explain myself about where I was. So I was in the Ubud monkey forest, which is one of the most famous things to do in Ubud. And I was really scared going in because I don't know why, I'm just really afraid of monkeys for some reason. And to be fair, as soon as we walked into the sanctuary, we just got mobbed basically by a group of monkeys that were screaming and fighting each other. So like that was not the best first impression. But after spending some time in there, it was pretty cool actually. And as we were leaving, we also saw a bit of a cremation ceremony here. Basically pretty self-explanatory. I didn't film anything because I feel like that's not very respectful, but that is something that is really interesting about Bali, is that since it is a pretty religious place, there's a lot of ceremonies happening all the time, and they are very big events. So now we're headed out for dinner, and we are going to another one of my favorite places here in Ubud, in Penastanan village. It's a restaurant called Paddy's Point. It's a warung. Basically, it's like a local Indonesian restaurant, and it's super cute, and they have some really good noodles. So I'll show you guys some of that, and we're gonna tuck in and enjoy the rest of our evening.
You be looking over like you really know me. Maybe take a picture, take a couple, guess free. I don't wanna give another guarantee. Look me in the eyes right now, run away with me.
I've made a new friend. Hi, kitty. She's purring so loudly. Hi. Oh.
That you never really see. You be looking funny when you're living so free. But all I ever was, afraid to take the plunge. I heard too many things, I prayed that they were wrong. But I'm still happy now, just think of what could be. If I was still around, the schedules were free.